Hello my dear Sims friends! Today we will dive into the world of mods and I will show you how to easily create and update translation mods for Sims 4. This tutorial is perfect for those who want to automatically translate their mods with an AI. Today I will explain you how to create a completely new translation mod and how to update existing translation mods from other translators. All timestamps and all used programs can be found in the video description. For those who don't want to watch a full tutorial video, I published a step-by-step text tutorial. You can find it next to my Sims mod pack for free on Patreon. But let's get to the point and get started. Before we will start, I want to introduce you to the tools we will be working with today. These are the DP STBL editor, S4PE and the Sims XML auto translator. A big thank you to my buddy Yumaru MG for programming the XML auto translator. Without him, this video and complete project would never have been possible. So props to you. Again, thank you. DP STBL editor is an essential tool for editing string tables in Sims 4. With it you can not only edit the texts of the mods, but also can quickly switch between different languages, import and export XML files and so much more. It is an indispensable tool for anyone who wants to do Sims mod translations. S4PE does not stand for Sims 4 Pocket Edition, but Sims 4 Package Editor and allows you to open and edit package files used by Sims 4. With this tool you can add or remove content, export files and so much more. If you work with mods, S4PE will be your best friend as it will be the bridge between your translation tool and the game itself. The Sims XML auto translator is a small but really powerful tool that is able to automatically translate XML files exported from the STBL editor. Why did I talk about artificial intelligence earlier in the intro? Simple, because we use the DeepL API to provide accurate AI translations in seconds. So if you're having a big mod with hundreds of lines, the translator can save weeks of manual work. So it's a really awesome tool. Step A of the video, create a completely new translation. First open the STBL editor. Then navigate to File and select Open from Package. Here you can select the mod or .package file you want to translate. Now select the string table of the language you want to translate. If only English is available, no problem. Select English, the language can be changed later when saving. Here the editor shows all text lines of the mod. You can edit texts directly here by double-clicking on the corresponding line. But since we want an automatic translation, we choose under File the option Export to XML. This will create an XML file we need for the next step with all the texts from the mod. With the XML file saved, we now open the Sims XML auto translator. Unfortunately, you have to have a valid DeepL API key to use this tool. You can either buy a DeepL subscription or you can use the free version, which has some restrictions. Sadly, whichever you choose from, you still need a credit card for verification. The API key is necessary to automate the translation process. If you have registered for free, you can get the API key by going to your account in the upper right corner. Then click on Account and here under Authentication key for DeepL API is your API key. Once you have entered the key, you can use the tool properly. Here click the Import XML button and import the XML you just exported. Then select the source and target language and click the Export XML button to save the translation, and the Sims XML auto translator will do the rest. If you want to make sure that everything worked correctly before you import the XML again, you can do a compare view with Visual Studio Code. Back in the STBL editor, you import the freshly translated XML under File, Import XML. Now you can look over the translation again and save it under File and Save. When we click on Save, all strings will be saved as one STBL file in the same folder as the STBL editor. If we selected English when opening the file, click under File on Save As and select the language you translated into. Now open S4PE and create a new package. The previously created STBL file with your translation can be imported and saved here. To do this, click under File, on New. Then to import the translation, right-click, Import and click on From File. Then select the STBL and confirm with OK. Then save the file as .package via File, Save As. Make sure that the name of the new translation mod started with an exclamation mark. Without exclamation mark at the beginning, the translation mod will be loaded after the untranslated mod and will not work. Part B. Updating a translation mod after a mod update. This can also be used in the same way to continue or finish translating a translation mod that is no longer compatible or simply not translated. First restart DeepL editor and click on File, then Open from Package. Now select the latest version of your mod you want to translate. Here you select the desired string table of the language you want to translate into and save it via File, Save As. And like before, the STBL file will be saved in the same folder where the STBL editor is located. Now we need the older translation. Click again on File, then Open and select the STBL file of your previous translation. If you don't have it directly as STBL, no problem, just go via File, then Open from Package and select the older mod version. In the STBL editor, go to Tools and click on the Create Difference XML. Here we compare the strings of the new version with the older version. In this window, click on the 3 dots, add STBL for comparison and select the file of the newest mod version you saved in the first step. In the field XML to save results, you set the location and name for the new XML file. This file contains only the texts that were added or deleted by the update. You should now receive a message confirming that everything has worked. Take your new XML file and open the Sims XML autotranslator. Remember that you need an API key from DeepL as explained in the first part of the video. Import your XML file and make sure you have selected the correct source and target language. Then let the translator update the mod on its own and you will have an independently translated mod. Back in the STBL editor, you now import the freshly translated XML via File, Import XML. All imported strings will be highlighted in yellow. Go through and check the translations again. Sometimes automatic translators are not perfect. After that, save your translation as STBL file under File, Save As. Pro tip, back up the STBL file and rename it so you know which version and which mod it is. So you keep the overview and can use the STBL file at the next update again. Now we open S4PE. You can now update your old translation mod or create a new package. For a new package, click on File and New, and to update an old mod, click on File and Open. Now we import the STBL file with the translations we saved in the last step. For this, right-click again and click on Import from File. Then save the whole thing as a .package file. And very important, the file name of the mod must start with an exclamation mark, otherwise the translation mod cannot be loaded correctly. Now we have managed to automatically translate and update a mod with an AI. I hope this tutorial helped you to translate your mods easier, better and faster. If so, a thumbs up and a subscription to my channel would go a long way in supporting me. Do you have any questions? If so, let me know in the comments. Until the next video, I'm out, bye!